Hello everyone. In previous lessons, we have discussed about the banking subject. The subject basically which is there for the BCom people, the BCom 5th semester candidates. So which is there in the syllabus is in the BCom 5th semester. In the previous class, we have discussed that the introduction to the banking. In introduction to the banking, so we have discussed actually some of the basic things and the growth and development of banking. Along with that, we have discussed the systems which actually having so units, that are the 5 units also briefly in the previous class. And today's class is, so the subject is banking theory and topic is basics of banking. This is also which is in the first unit only, because we have started first unit, and this topic also in the first unit. When we are discussing about basics of banking, first we had to know about the forefathers and ancestors of the banking sector. So in India, so there are actually three people we can say as ancestors and forefathers for the banking sector. So in India, those three people. So first, Shaukars we can say. In olden days, Shaukars who lend money to people, to the needy, and we have actually taken some valuable articles and valuable things from the those who ask means nothing but loan. సో మనం ప్రాథమికంగా చెప్పాలంటే గ్రామీణ షావుకారులు ఉండేవాళ్ళు. సో ఆ షావుకారులు ఎవరికైతే అవసరం ఉందో వాళ్ళ దగ్గర కొన్ని విలువైన వస్తువులు దాచిపెట్టి సొమ్ముని ఇచ్చేవాళ్ళు, అంటే మనీ ఇచ్చేవాళ్ళు. సో దే ఆర్ యాక్చువల్లీ ఫస్ట్ పర్సన్స్ ఆర్ ancestors for the banking sector, we can say. And second, goldsmiths. So in rural area, not only rural area, we can say that in urban areas also, goldsmith means బంగారం వ్యాపారం వాళ్ళు some golden ornaments and gold articles, so they will as a security, and they usually money so as lending to the people. సో జనాలకు వాళ్ళకు రుణాలు అందచేస్తూ ఏం చేసేవాళ్ళు అంటే ప్రజల వద్ద ఉన్నటువంటి బంగారాన్ని, వాల్యుబుల్ నగలని కానీ సొమ్ములను కానీ వాళ్ళు వాళ్ళ దగ్గర అట్టి పెట్టుకునే వాళ్ళు. సో అక్కడి నుంచి మన బ్యాంకింగ్ ట్రాన్సాక్షన్స్ సో మన మొదలైనవి అని చెప్పవచ్చు. ఇక థర్డ్ కేటగిరీ పీపుల్, మూడో రకమైన వాళ్ళు మనీ లెండర్స్. సో మనీ లెండర్స్ especially these are actually we can say that so in unorganized sector అంటే అసంఘటిత రంగానికి చెందినటువంటి అన్ఆర్గనైజ్డ్ సెక్టార్ పీపుల్, అసంఘటిత రంగానికి చెందినటువంటి వాళ్ళలో డబ్బులు ఇచ్చే వాళ్ళు ఉండేవాళ్ళు. సో ఎస్పెషల్లీ గ్రామీణ ఇన్ విలేజెస్. సో వాళ్ళు అవసరం ఉన్న వాళ్ళకి, the people who need money, and they provide money so for investment. So because this, and they had to charge some interest on the money provided, and for that they will benefit and they will get the profit and will get actually interest as a benefit from those. So for our Indian banking, simply we can say that so these are three people, these are three categories of the we can say as ancestors and fathers of the banking, especially in India. So once again listen, the first category Shaukars, and second category we can say that goldsmiths, and third party we can say that money lenders. So once again, students, no doubt, first second goldsmiths and money lenders. From these three people, ఈ ముగ్గురు వద్ద నుంచి బ్యాంక్ ట్రాన్సాక్షన్స్ విచ్ ఆర్ స్టార్టెడ్ మొదలైనవి అని మనం చెప్పుకోవచ్చు. అండ్ ఆఫ్టర్వర్డ్ దాని తర్వాత లాస్ట్ క్లాస్ ఆల్సో వీ ఆర్ డిస్కస్డ్ క్లియర్లీ, ఎస్పెషల్లీ ఇన్ ఇండియా, మీన్స్ ఇఫ్ యూ abroad, means worldwide we can say that first bank we can say that Bank of Venice 1157, and next is in the year of 1694 Bank of England. But most of the others and most of the people recognize that the oldest bank throughout the nation, means throughout the world, is Bank of England. పురాతనమైన బ్యాంకుగా బ్యాంక్ ఆఫ్ ఇంగ్లాండ్ చెప్పుకుంటాము. ఆ బ్యాంక్ ఆఫ్ ఇంగ్లాండ్ 1994లో ఎస్టాబ్లిష్ చేయడం జరిగింది. When we come to India, మన భారతదేశానికి వచ్చినట్టయితే, in the last class also we have discussed three presidency banks which were worked. Presidency Bank of Bengal, established in 1840, Presidency Bank of Bombay, established in 1840, and Presidency Bank of Madras, established in 1843. Means Presidency Bank of Bengal 1806, Bombay 1840, and Madras 1843. So these three presidency banks before independence, simply we can say. And in the year of 1921, the three presidency banks which are merged together. By merging these three presidency banks and by merging one bank which has been established in the name of Imperial Bank of India in 1921. So later on, Imperial Bank of India in the year of 1955, so emerged as a State Bank of India with 7 subsidiaries and different thing. And afterwards we can say that the growth and development of Indian banking sector, if you come, the growth and development of the banking sector, so simply we can say that is, and 1921, as just I told, Imperial Bank of India, and 1935. So how actually the banking sector has been emerged? How actually the banking sector has been emerged in India, year wise. If you see, so we will say that 1921, as just I told, Imperial Bank of India, and 1935 we can say that Reserve Bank of India, and in 1940, very very important thing, this BRA, Banking Regulation Act 1949. In the year of 1940 only RBI has been nationalized. So in the last class also I told you clearly, before independence, the banks which were there worked in India as presidency banks. Reserve Bank of India has been established in the year of 1935. Reserve Bank of India Act 1934. So those are worked in the private sector. So that after independence in the year of 1949, Separate Regulation Act which has been passed, and that act name we can say that BRA, Banking Regulation Act 1949. With effect from this Banking Regulation Act 1949, the first step in the government, so that was nationalization of RBI. So RBI has been nationalized in the year of 1949. And next very very important thing is in the year of 1955, as I told you, Imperial Bank established with merging of three presidency banks, that were Presidency Bank of Bombay, Presidency Bank of Bengal, Presidency Bank of Madras in the year of 1921, and those are so named as a State Bank of India in the year of 1955. And in the year 1964, simply we can say that UTI, Unit Trust of India. And in 1969, one more very, very important milestone banking sector, that is under the hands of central government. The central government has taken the decision to nationalize the commercial banks. In the 1969, there are 14 commercial banks which were nationalized. 14 commercial banks were nationalized in 1969. And after that, 1975, regional rural banks were established, and 1992, NABARD, National Bank for Agriculture and Rural Development, was established. One more important, the milestone we had in the year of 1980, there are big six commercial banks were nationalized. So simply we can say that 1969, there are 14 commercial banks are nationalized. 1980, 6 commercial banks are nationalized. So totally up to 1980, simply that there are 20 commercial banks were nationalized. Means so the management was shifted to government. And 1991, liberalization was started. 1993, amendments were placed for Banking Regulation Act (RA), and 1999, you know very well. So that is RDA, so Insurance Regulatory Development Act, and 2008, UTI, Unit Trust of India, which was established in the year of 1964, has converted name of Axis Bank, means name which was changed in the year of 2008. So as Axis Bank of India, AXS, and 2013. So very important thing. So we have to see in the growth development of Indian banking sector, that is established of Bharatiya Mahila Bank. So from 1921 up to 2013, simply we can say that these are actually the banks and banking sector which has been emerging. The next, so important thing to discuss is definition of banking. So people look at and listen carefully. Definition of banking. So there are so many people define the bank, so many styles, so many meanings, but basically the layman also can say simply bank is a financial organization which accepting deposit from the public and lending loans to the public. It means the bank is a financial organization which work on the public money. So accepting deposits is one thing and lending loans is another thing. It means from one is the people who are actually having the money, so they will come for the deposit. The banks are the organization who will receive their money as deposits. And another is the bank which can provide the loan facility. So loan facility to the people, to the public, needy. It means here on deposits, the bank will pay the interest to the people, and on the sanctioned loans, the bank will collect the interest from the public. And simply we can say that the collection of interest is more than paying interest. This is actually the creation of money and creation of surplus and creation of profit and creation of money to the banks. So according to the Banking Regulation Act, the definition is like this: banks are the financial organization which accepts deposits from the public and lending loans to the public. You see once again, banks are the financial organization which accept deposits from the public and lending loans to the public. By seeing of this particular definition, which has actually, there are two important things, two important points. One is accepting deposits, second one is lending loans. And these 2 points, in brief, that accepting deposits means as money from the public the banks can receive, and lending loans means to the needy, the bank is a financial organization which provides to the public. to the people, to the needy. So this is actually the important these two things from the definition. Okay, and after this definition, very clearly these 2 points in depth we will get by discussing the functions of commercial banks. But up to this, the today's lesson is enough. So completing today's lesson, we have discussed growth and development of Indian banking sector, about BRA, about ancestral forefathers of Indian banking sector. These are the points actually we have discussed in the today's lesson. And in the next lesson, so we are going to cover types and categories of banks. Okay, thank you.